Hello students. Today we have taken up monohybrid cross as a topic of discussion. It's a very important topic keeping in mind the ICSE biology examination point of view. This chapter talks about 7 pairs of contrasting characters as considered by Mendel. These 7 pairs of contrasting characters are of pea plant, Pisum sativum being its scientific name. So we are taken one of the important character, plant height. For that, the dominant character is tall and the recessive being dwarf. Dominant character expressed in terms of capital T and recessive with small t. We know it very well that we can take up any alphabet as we feel like. So here we have taken capital T for the dominant character and small t for the recessive one. As we can see here, we carry on with the cross and the F1 generation with the homozygous dominant and homozygous recessive being the parental generation. So capital T for the homozygous dominant and small t being the other parent as homozygous recessive. The gametic generation follows as capital T and small t as gametes. And when we represent them in a Punnett square, we find 100% of the offspring of the F1 generation formed are capital T and small t. Now, capital T and small t that represents the heterozygous tall condition, that's the genotype, followed by the phenotype, which is the expressed character, externally observable characteristics that represents all tall plants. So at the end of F1 generation, we can see 100% tall plants are obtained and they are all heterozygous in nature. Looking into the F2, as we can see, we have taken capital T small t into capital T small t. We call it selfing to find out the possible offspring of the F2 generation. So in the Punnett square again, capital T small t and capital T small t has been taken as gametes, and we are trying to find out the possible combination of the offsprings in the F2 generation. Here in the Punnett square, we can see 1 as homozygous dominant, 2 as heterozygous dominant, and 1 again as homozygous recessive. So we can say that 25% homozygous dominant, 50% heterozygous dominant, and 25% homozygous recessive offsprings are formed. Thus, the phenotype of the F2 generation says 3 tall and 1 dwarf, and hence the phenotypic ratio comes up to be 3:1. Passing on to the genotype, as we can see from the Punnett square, capital T, 25% homozygous tall, capital T small t, heterozygous tall 50%, and small t 25% as homozygous dwarf as the F2 generation offspring, and hence the genotypic ratio comes up to be 1:2 with this monohybrid cross. To explain this, the law of dominance, we have to learn this law as it is a must-come question of 1 mark in the board examinations. So what is law of dominance? Out of 1 pair of contrasting characters, only 1 is able to express itself. Capital T expressing here, and capital T small t there, capital T again expressing itself, small t remains suppressed. So the small t and small t that remains suppressed is the recessive character. So out of a pair of contrasting characters, only 1 is able to express itself. The expressed character is the dominant character, and the one that remains suppressed is the recessive character. So that is about the law of dominance being associated with monohybrid cross. Hope you find this helpful. Thank you.